There it is. We are live. Hey guys, your mom's basement. How's everyone doing?
Hey guys.
We're just gonna do this thing. We're trying to get the energy up. It looks like we've all had a really good Sunday so far. Everyone's talking about how much we cried over this week's book. But anyways, let's just do this really quickly. Let's talk about Your Mom's Basement. Your Mom's Basement is an interactive comic book club on the internets that we do on YouTube and eventually on Twitch. And we have a live chat, and we talk about comic books that were released this week. And then we also talk about one main book that we pick at the beginning of the week, and then you guys read it, and then we all meet here and discuss it. It's literally a comic book club, like a book club, but for comics. And that's how it kind of works. And it's kind of very important because even if you're not here for the live show, the videos get logged and archived on the YouTube channel. So please go check those out and check out past episodes for other things that we have done. This is episode 26. I may have put the wrong number in the title. Oh shit, 26.
No, you did it right. 26.
Did it?
Yeah.
26? Thank God. Anyways, I know I always do like the whole spiel thing because, you know, some people might discover this channel, like last week when a few people like messaged me and said, oh my God, comic books. So that's cool. More than anything else, guys, the live chat, this way, am I doing it right? Is the chat over here?
The chat has been going off for like 30 minutes before like we talk and they talk. And
no, like they're like, Kirk, where's the chat? I'm like, fuck. And then Jonathan Urona was talking. He's like, by the way, if we did this on Twitch, the chat would be going 24/7. So we kind of need to start doing that.
I don't know how I feel about you fucking weirdos.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
But we'd be like lurking. We'd be watching the chat.
I know.
Like, what are they saying?
Okay.
What's going on? It's a chat.
All right. It's like a group chat that you don't have to be committed to.
Right. Right. You just get to pop in whenever you want.
And it's just us. Okay, I guess that's cool. I'm just talking shit. Ignore me.
It's okay. Anyways, the live chat's very important because you guys contribute to the show just as much as Ian and Savanna and I do. So that's awesome, and I really do genuinely love our Sundays. I love my Sundays.
I do too. I was like complaining about how like weird my week has been, and they're like, "Well, we can just postpone it." I was like, "No, no, 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 no. We're doing it. We're doing it. I need you. I need Sundays. We're doing this."
All right. So, Ian.
Hi.
Besides how your week was, how's your hair's week? Because your hair looks like it's already had an awesome week by itself.
I could not be bothered to do my hair after reading the Underwater Welder.
Shut the fuck up! You look great tonight, dude.
I don't know. I just don't like, you know.
It's flowing.
It's flowing because it's fucking hot. So I have like 20 fans surrounding me right now. And I look like, you know, like if Queen Medusa had a fucking baby.
Fucking
you're
Titanic.
In a Madonna video.
Oh, he's beautiful. Yeah.
Cool.
Was it a good week?
For me, yeah. I went to Pride yesterday, and so a couple drag queens perform from RuPaul's Drag Race, so that was super fun, seeing kind of like Z celebrities perform.
Okay.
And you know what I noticed this year though? There were a lot of children there, like kids in like from, I think they had to be from 10 to 14 years old, and I was like, wow, I felt so fucking old, but I was so happy to see kind of like the next generation take over, because I would have never been able to do that at their age. And
that's
they were
awesome.
Like, and I'm pretty sure some of them were there by themselves, and they were like, were wearing rainbow flags as capes, and they were dancing with each other, and I'm pretty sure a couple of them were like together, and I was like, dear, I'm like, I paved the way for you to be here.
I hope you understand how much shit I put up with for
I'm
this.
I'm just kidding. I didn't pave the way. I was just joking.
That's awesome, dude.
It was really cute and like heartwarming, and you know, go gay people. We're taking over the world.
Yeah.
Every year we get stronger, no matter how much pushback we get.
Well, I mean, I think with anything, if there's like violent pushback, it only strengthens the cause even more. So.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like.
We rebel.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
I rebel.
So it was really nice to see that, and it was a fun day.
I'm so happy to hear that, man. So yeah, Miss Savanna, how was your week?
Super duper.
Alrighty.
I read things. I did chores. I did motorcycle things. It was fun.
Just like I just did motorcycle things.
I did motorcycle things.
Did you bench press anything interesting this week?
I don't bench press anything.
Did you lift a house?
I lifted my puppy.
You lifted your puppy
into the car. That's it.
That's all.
That's all.
I just feel like you just like shot put your dog into the car, like.
Well, he'll jump fucking a 6-foot fence, but when it comes to getting in the c will put two paws up and then just like look behind him and like wait, like help me in.
I have a problem whenever I walk my Cocker Spaniel because she loves car rides, but she immediately will, as we're driving, if like, we're walking in the neighborhood and a car pulls up and like the door opens and people are getting out, she immediately thinks like, "Oh, cool, car ride."
Yeah. Boss would get stolen because he will like get in anybody's car.
Yeah, and fucking like I've definitely watched people like, "Oh, but it's not. Oh, but she's so cute. Okay, fine." Like I'm definitely afraid that like someone's just be like, "Well, she wants to go for a car ride, so."
Yeah, some old lady will fucking disappear with that thing.
Yeah.
Watch her.
Yeah. I mean, I'll get text messages from my dog, like her doing selfies, like, "Sorry, bro."
She would.
This is my car right now.
Dog. She's so beautiful.
Stupid cute. She's
Love her.
Stupid cute.
How was your week, Kirk?
Dude, it's been hectic, man.
You've been busy.
I'm going through changes. I don't know. These feelings are inside of me right now. I don't know what's going on. No, I am in the process. Like I said, I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to stay at my old job, and I've got 3 job offers at other places, and then there's other things like coming down the road in 6 months, and so I'm kind of freaking out about like what my next step is. Like I know what's going on, but it's like I definitely had to turn my brain off today. Like all this week, it's been like talking to managers and business owners and my boss and trying to figure out what. It's not even. Because I just bury my face in comic books. Like, this is way better. Or margaritas. I buried myself in comic books and margaritas today.
It is. Oh, I ate so much food. I am so fat. Like, once, like, 10 o'clock hits, man, I cannot go into the kitchen because after 10 o'clock, I turn into, like, a food werewolf. I can, like, eat fucking everything. It's not even funny. I was, like, rattling off what I ate. It was, like, a fucking leftover taco, some waffles, cereal. I had like a pack of beef jerky, a thing of yogurt, but I was out of like granola, so I put like raisin bran in it, and then I mixed into it.
I failed to see what the problem is.
Yeah,
I just eat and eat, like all like in the morning, like.
Oh, for you.
Oh my fucking god, though at night, it's a problem.
No, it's Oh, that was it. We did.
So fat.
My friends and I, by the way, this new like cantina opened up across the street from my apartment building, and it's totally douchey. And it's just douchey enough that I love it.
Do they have nachos?
They have everything. They have tacos, nachos, Frito pie. They have quesadillas, and it's just like this. It's just.
You should work here so I can come eat there.
Yes, I'm gonna try to get you out there. So it's like margaritas in fish bowls the size of your head, and we went over there. So I did a margarita. We did some tacos. We all shared Frito pie. Oh God, yes, Frito pie.
God, yes, Frito pie. Can I get like a fishbowl full of like ceviche or something?
Yes, you can do all that stuff.
Fucking incredible.
You help yourself to the chips. And they also had like micheladas, which is essentially like a Bloody Mary but made with beer. And that was in a fishbowl. And it came with beef jerky in it.
Oh my God, I get heartburn just thinking about it.
Yeah, it was amazing.
With beef jerky?
Mm-hmm.
For protein.
In the michelada.
Protein michelada. Do it.
They will just put anything in those things. One time, my friend got a michelada, and the guy put ketchup and orange Fanta in it. It was so disgusting.
That sounds disgusting. Like, here's some old mayonnaise. Ew.
You're like, they just bring you like this awesome Bloody Mary michelada, and you're like, pickles, cheeseburger, slice of pizza. What's this old Converse All-Star doing in this thing? It's like,
They
no,
don't literally put anything
part
in
of it.
Half a pepper. Disgusting.
Lit anything.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, like the part of me that's like, I just really wanted to like catch a buzz. It's like, can we just get all this fucking shit out of here? But, like the fucking fat kid in me is like, no, wait, I really wanted that back. Give that back to me. No.
When there's bacon in my Bloody Mary, I don't know if I can say no to that.
I can't. Fuck no.
Can't.
Especially if you're like, well, it's it's sugar cured honey roasted bacon, and I'm like, and you
Exactly.
added alcohol to it.
Oh my fucking god, where was I? I had like these sweet potato fries that had maple syrup and candied bacon in them, and it was literally like the most amazing fucking thing I ever put in my mouth. It was so good. It was like breakfast French fries.
Dude, I can't. On a scale from 1 to even, I can't.
Cannot. Fully cannot.
I think there's a spin-off brewing right now. Your Mom's Kitchen.
Oh my god.
Hosted by us.
It would just be 12 kinds of cereal.
It would just be like all three of us in our kitchens just making our favorite snacks and cocktails, and people are like, it's fucking cool, I guess.
You know, Kirk, you know what you should do for your YouTube channel? You should have a series where you make like drinks for comic book characters, like titles and storylines and stuff. Like, you can make the Hulk tequila drink, or like, I don't know.
It's so funny you mentioned that. Okay, so I know it's something we will talk about comic books tonight before we're done talking about, fat kid food and alcohol. But it's so funny you mentioned that. I had some friends, my friends Jesse and Deb came in last night to where I work. And usually I make nicer cocktails for them. They're like, we want something really nerdy tonight. So I whipped up, and it was it's a Star Wars thing. I'm sorry, Ian. But I whipped up Bantha milk. I know. I whipped up Bantha milk, and it's blue milk, so it was I'll give you the recipe. This is what I whipped up: blue Caracal or blue sea, whatever you call it, Malibu pineapple, a dash of amaretto, and cream or milk, and I just shook that up, and they had like 3 each.
Milk though. Oh.
Yeah.
Milk though.
Yeah.
Milk. Maybe like coconut.
It was like a White Russian.
Like a White Russian,
amazing.
but it was blue. I love it.
It was amazing.
We need little lightsaber stirrers.
We should have a drink that we drink only on the show. I remember there was
an Irish mule.
There was this other show called Female Fanatic Force, and they had a drink called Dragon Pussies.
Whoa, that is extreme.
What?
I love dragons and I love pussy, but I don't know if I could do that.
I'll get the recipe, and then I'll have it ready for next week.
Okay.
Well, I only drink Irish mules, so that's all I'm drinking.
She's very particular about how she likes her mules.
Very particular about my drink.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, I don't care. Fuck it. Every week I'll make a drink and we'll just enjoy it. I'll do that.
I will get my shaker out and experiment.
Yes. I'll try to find that picture of it. It was a Star Wars drink. It was blue milk. It was Bantha milk. It was awesome. It was so good. Anyways. So yeah, comic books.
Do you want to do new releases first or Underwater Welder first?
You know what? Let's do new releases first, and there's a reason why for that. It was not a lot came out this week.
No.
I didn't even do a picks and predictions video this week because it was like there wasn't much to talk
came
about.
out, but we didn't pick it up because Ian got the best of the Civil War stuff.
Yeah.
I got Venom, Space Knight. I think that's a Civil War book, and that's it.
I don't think I picked up anything Civil War this week.
Yeah.
I know Ian and I did pick up I finally went back and picked up a Black Widow from last week.
Black Widow was good.
It was awesome. You're absolutely right, guys. Go. This was so good.
Mm-hmm.
The cover is so sick. Like, I may actually read that title.
You should. They're an amazing team. Is Mark Waid and Chris Samney?
Yeah, I would definitely. Oh, by the way, I should tell everyone before we get to the main title tonight, we are talking Underwater Welder by Jeff Lemire tonight.
Oh, such a beautiful book.
It is.
This one.
We're going to be talking about this. But we'll talk about that. That'll be after we do the weeklies tonight, because I think we kind of need to get the weeklies out of the way.
Yeah.
So should I go first since I don't have that much?
Yes.
I don't think anyone has that much, but go for it.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, literally the only titles from my pool list this week were, I only had two. I had Snot Girl issue number 2 and Nail Biter issue number 24.
Yes.
And I bought a couple other things because it was a light week, and I picked it up yesterday. But Snot Girl number 2 is still really good. It kind of upset me because are we spoiling? Can we spoil?
I want to talk about this at length. I want to talk about this at length with you, Ian.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's really good. Like, the art's still amazing, even on issue 2. Like, I really love it. I cannot wait to see where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, were you a little bit upset to find out that Lottie was kind of like, oh, the girl just kind of slipped and cracked her head?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And I was like, what
Lottie,
the fuck? I thought you Jean grayed her.
yeah, even Lottie doesn't. By the way, this art is absolutely great.
The art is great. The coloring is incredible.
Yeah, well, we just really need to. And cute girl. I don't know why she's annoying as shit, and I love her.
Yeah.
I love her.
I was so mad. I hope that's not the truth. I hope she has some kind of powers, because that was bullshit.
Yeah, and I mean, I really love the colors. The colors, like, when things start to get to dark and depressing, tones are really cool with that. I'm a little frustrated because we were on edge to find out what happened after the first issue, which all took us by surprise in the ending.
Yeah.
Only to find out, like, yeah, you're gonna have to wait a little bit. Like, god damn it! Which I don't know if that's indicative of it being a really good cliffhanger. You know?
Yeah, and you don't really know if Lottie is like knows exactly what happened, or if she's just trying to make herself believe that's what happened,
Right.
Because she kind of blacked out and wakes up in her bed the next day, and you don't know what happened the night before, and she just kind of, is trying to find out if the death made the news. But then there's like this weird Pretty Little Liars thing going on where she starts getting like text messages from the dead girl, right?
Right.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. Pretty Little
maybe
Liars,
she's not
man.
maybe she's not even dead. And so I'm invested. I am so invested in this series.
Me too.
I'm definitely reading the second issue. Like, who knows what's going to happen next? And I'm even wondering, like, in the back of my head, does Brian Lee O'Malley know what's going to happen next, or is he still like, oh, I'm just going to write this out for as long as I can? Like, I'm not even sure if he knows where the story is going to go yet.
Yeah.
Is that weird? Is that weird to think that?
I have a feeling this is going to take a PLL aspect to it, where this anonymous entity is going to start harassing her and trying to teach her a lesson. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think that I'm so intrigued because I'm such a PLL fan. Don't judge me.
Don't worry.
Proud. Hashtag proud.
And this book is great for people who are into that fan base. If you are not into reading about what this type of girl does every day with her life, this book will just make you angry.
Yeah.
So if you're not into books about teenage girls on the internet, this is not a book for you.
Oh my god, I'm into teenage girls on the internet.
Yeah. This one puts such a really bad taste in my mouth for so many reasons. I really love it, but I really, really don't like it at the same time.
But this is what kills me. Like, we've talked about this before with Brian Lee O'Malley. Like, he writes these really great stories, and I'm like, I'm not necessarily happy with any of these characters.
I hate all
he
of them.
Always writes characters where the protagonist, like the main person in the book, I'm like, I fucking hate this person. I love this.
It's not even that I hate this person. I just hate that this is a pocket of society that exists.
And he's definitely got his finger on the pulse of it.
I love all people, but I also hate all people at the same time. And this one just reminds me why I hate certain people.
Oh yeah. Oh fucking yeah.
Yeah.
And it really does. It should be noted that there are these moments of this is super cute and sweet.
Yeah.
And then it gets really, really quick.
Yeah.
I thought that was.
I just want to be stop crying and go do something with your life. All she does is cry and complain about everything and everybody, and she's so. I mean, I get that that's a real anxiety, but that's not something that I want my daughter to read. This isn't a book that I would let Ruby read because I don't agree with what it says. Like, look at the front.
Yeah.
You're saying that it's okay to be like this.
Yeah.
You know? And I will brood with the rest of them. But standing on a corner on your cell phone is not something I want you doing with your afternoons, pretty girl.
You're definitely not going to like this cover because she's in bed crying.
Yeah, she's literally just in bed crying all the time about herself. She's not crying about anything that matters. She's crying in bed about how other people see her.
Gotcha.
Ooh, ugh. So I will keep reading it because the art is good and it's well written, and I really like the pretty colors. Like when you first read the book, it's just like bright pink and happy, and I mean it's a story, but it's just not my type of story.
Right.
I like things with blood and swords.
And I think that's why we like it. I think that's why it calls to us, because we love the darkness of it. And I hope that as it goes on, it just gets darker and darker and darker to when we get to the end, it's unrecognizable from the beginning. That's what I'm hoping will happen.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that Lottie will become, tortured by, whoever's behind the anonymous text messages. And, I hope it takes a dark turn.
A dark turn. It'd be really nice to see a character to have that redemption arc. That's something else O'Malley's really known for in some of his stories. We're like, finally the person pulled their head out of their ass.
Yeah.
And there's some pretty cool. Hold on a second. Samurai Ox, by the way, chat. Good to see you guys chat. Samurai Ox is saying, Kirk, without a doubt, O'Malley knows where this is going. There are little story notes that has shown me that in the first issue. So there's some pretty confident, like there is a definite story. I'm not sure. I hope there is.
Yeah.
Also, everyone's sharing their favorite alcoholic drinks in the chat tonight.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Stock Girl. I am into this.
Yeah. I think we all are, but it better get interesting soon.
But we are definitely like we're a little timid about like going all in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 And I started getting Nailbiter in singles because I'm making my way through the volumes. So I haven't read this, but I do know that they're finally explaining what's going on in the town that creates serial killers. So that's really interesting. I can't wait to get to that.
Cool.
I'm sure you guys are already there. I don't know if you guys want to add to the conversation since I don't have anything.
Well, no, the only as far as I am in Nailbiter is after we did the episode about it. So I
love Nailbiter.
Yeah, I love it, but I'm also kind of I'm committed to reading it in trades.
That's me and Wickdiv.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wickdiv, it's so amazing.
Reading it in trades.
We had thoughts and feelings about Wickdiv last week, guys. You should probably have back and watch that.
I just watched it again, so I was like, Wickdiv.
Wait, Savannah, have you at least read Volume 1 yet?
I read like the first 4 issues.
And what do you think so far?
The first 4 issues of Volume 1, I dropped it after that, and then it re-picked up again, I think.
Okay.
And then I didn't pick it up again, so I'm gonna wait and read.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I have it in singles when I bought it when they first came out. I don't have the actual trade.
Okay. But yeah, when it comes to Wickdiv, the last issue
it's beautiful.
I've been waiting for forever.
Nice.
And I also picked up The Hunt per Neil the Geek Father's recommendation. I haven't read it, but I do have it. I just got picked all of this yesterday, so I haven't had time to read it.
Okay.
And I bought Faith, Volume 1.
Faith is a fun comic. I'm glad they did that.
So I wanted to support it. I want to read it. She is fucking badass, and she's a plus-size superhero. I don't even want to use the word plus-size, but, just for the conversation. I don't know. I'm excited. Look how cute she is.
I also liked Faith because it's written, she lives in Van Nuys, which is the town next to me. I was like, oh, cool. I don't know why. I really like comics that there's a point of reference for me where I'm like, oh, sweet, that's familiar. So she's talking about, in the first issue, she's talking about old buildings, and that's why she moved to Van Nuys, but the she can still hear her neighbors yelling. I'm like, yep, that's definitely buildings in our neighborhood. Totally get that. No, I'm definitely into Faith. I like it. So I'm glad you're reading that.
I just flashed my underwear too. Fuck.
Woo!
Do it again. Do it again.
There you go.
Wow, fuck that. Oh my god.
Do it again.
We're actually thinking about just adding a donation meter to the show just so Ian can flash his underwear more often.
Like Chatterbait.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
When we get to certain goals, he'll go completely nude.
Yeah.
Can we do this with Savanna? Because I think that will raise the most.
No. I'm basically a Yeti, so no.
Yeah, you got to stop the height thing.
Yeti. Who has kids? Just me? Okay.
Yeah. got a dog. That's just it. What else? Savannah, what'd you pick up this week?
Did anybody get She-Wolf with Dick Swinging Satan?
Yeah, dude, Rick Tomaso.
Did you see that shit? Series. Oh my god, there was so much Satan penis in this book. It was fucking magical. Hold on, I'm just gonna find it.
Show us the penis, please.
Look.
Yeah, would you like to share the
And
Satan
it's
penis?
Hilarious. Fucking Rich Tomaso's work is so great.
Where's the penis? Oh, there's the penis. Look at that.
Oh, see, here is an active one.
There you go.
Anyway, this book is not just about Satan's penis. This is the second.
I'm sold already.
No, that's a giant lie. The book is completely and totally and utterly only about Satan's penis.
What? Don't look at me like that.
No. No, actually, I'm really enjoying She-Wolf. I like the fact that it's
the
kind of
art is fucking amazing, and I really want to show the pinups that are in the back. So,
do that.
Me, being the art shithead that I am, like, this book is beautiful. Like, the way that it's colored, too, in certain scenes, like, you guys have to give this book a chance. So, the pinups in the back, like, look at this shit. It's so fucking cool. Look.
That's fantastic.
Look. Look. I love it.
I'm really enjoying, guys. You should really
These ones are my favorite. These ones are my favorite. Yes.
Yes.
She-Wolf. Go get the She-Wolf. You will really like it. The art is fucking weird, but you'll really like it. Just don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Or be like the devil's dick.
Don't be devil dick, dude.
Devil dick.
Don't be devil dick.
Rich Tomaso.
Tomaso, I love his art. I genuinely do.
I really do too, and it's like art. I don't know.
Yeah, it rides the line between fine art and comic book art. That's what I really dig about it.
Yeah, but don't just pick up the most recent one. Start from the beginning. It's one of those ones you really need to take in as a whole.
Well, I like the fact that it's definitely this whole story about, like, it's a coming of age story for a young woman, but the whole, like, She-Wolf thing is kind of a metaphor for what young woman things happen that young women have to go through growing up.
Yes.
But
Satan's penis is about a coming of age.
In a very radical way. Yeah. Don't you want to read it now, Ian?
Yes.
Maybe.
Come on. I should have had that. That book should be sold.
Mm-hmm.
Who got Godzilla? Anybody? I love Gogeta.
I've been doing the Godzilla in the trades.
I fucking love this one. So Rage Across Time. After what?
No, after I did Godzilla in Hell, I was like, I got to do these in trades now, because I read them so quickly. It's just like
so beautiful because there's very few words. Like, this book is absolutely fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it's very few words. Like, this is all the Godzilla books are always a super fast read, and they're very entertaining. These are my like filler books. Like, look, guys. Look. Isn't it fucking gorgeous? Read Godzilla.
Not at all what I was expecting.
Godzilla Oblivion. Oh, I fucking love monsters and I fucking love dragons, and this is like the best. Like, it's everything you'd ever want in a fucking Godzilla book.
Doesn't it piss you off they can't do the movies this good?
It's magical. It's so magical. I love it. Anyway, this one's written by Jeremy Robinson and Matt Frank does the art. There's a lot of people doing different colors, but there's going to be, this cover was Bob Eggleton, and there was other ones. So I don't know how many this one's going to be, but I always get the new Godzilla books. Godzilla Oblivion was great. Godzilla in Hell was even better.
Dude, don't you get, like, pissed off that they can't do the Godzilla films as good as these comics have been.
I fucking wish, man, because they're so entertaining. I'm so glad I have them. I'm very happy that I have them in my collection. That I got them when they came out.
Actually, Savannah, that's the thing I wanted to ask you. You can go see. I think it's going to start showing soon because I live by a little independent theater. They're going to do the new Godzilla film that's in Japan. That's going to be. It's like an evil Godzilla. He looks like ruthless and ravaged.
Yes!
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Godzilla from hell, not Godzilla in hell. Like zombie
It's the Godzilla from hell.
Oh, yeah. This is amazing.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. I want to do that.
It'll be good. Yeah, I need... I don't... I haven't been happy with any of the Godzilla films. The American ones, at least.
There's so many of them that you don't need to be happy with any of them.
Right.
Who got Chew?
I go back and watch all the old ones.
Anybody? Chew? Who reads Chew out there? It's one of those image staples that's been going on forever. This is number 57. This is one of the ones that I very first started reading, really reading in image singles.
Mm-hmm.
Was Chew. And anybody reading that one?
I thought you said that was going to end soon. Is that still the case?
Yeah, I think it's going to 60 and it's done.
Wait, so you're...
wow.
This is part 2 of this is part 2 of 5, so it's only going to go to 60 and then it's going to be done forever. So yeah, it's definitely in the home stretch, and it is literally the same book that it's been from day one. The art's gotten better and a little bit cleaner, but now that the story's unraveling, it's really unraveling. So it's going to be good. She was amazing. We love it.
Volume 3 or 4.
Look at the art. It's so good, guys. This is a really great book. It always has been, and you can probably get it if you wait just until next year. There's probably going to be fucking an omnibus or something because it's literally how many do I can't even see. There's 9 or 12 or something. There's a lot of them. TPBs, cheap prereqs. Yes.
I back the Chew. The Chew is
back
amazing.
And Chew eats things and sees where they've been and what they've done. Yeah. I also got Drax. Fucking always amazing.
You're still reading that?
I'm still reading that. I love it. It's hilarious. And it's still it's a good continuing story. Fucking sue me. You're reading Scooby-Doo.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god!
I'm just kidding. I love Scooby-Doo. Extraordinary X-Men? I read the first one.
Did you?
I read the first one. I bought the second one.
Well, it's okay because I only read the first one of Drax, so.
It got better. It was amazing. It's always amazing. International Iron Man is kind of slow.
Yeah.
And then Star Wars is fucking amazing. Jason Aaron, Star Wars, everybody?
Okay, can we talk about Star Wars for a second?
I will always make fucking time to talk about Star Wars. Okay. Always make time to talk about Star Wars.
So I really did enjoy this issue, but how bummed were you not to see...
What? Bummed not to see what?
Get the pew-pew out of the way first.
I did it. We're good.
Okay. So there's two things I want to talk to you about. One, I really did enjoy this issue, but was it kind of a letdown after how great issue 21 was?
Fucking issue 21 was untouchable. I was really bummed out to not
Can you tell me why issue 21 was so amazing?
Because it was fucking stormtrooper mercenary group fucking shutting shit down with lightsabers and shit. It was fucking Star Wars porn for people like me and Kirk, okay? It's all we've ever wanted to be. It's think Boba Fett Mandalorian types, but stormtroopers. They're not the clones that we were raised to know that they were individuals.
Yeah, it was stormtroopers who it was told from their point of view, and it turned out they weren't slaves or they weren't captured by the Empire. These are all guys who enlisted in the Empire because they do genuinely see the rebels and the Alliance or the rebellion as a threat to what they know and love. So it was, and they're like a Black Ops elite stormtrooper team.
Fucking so sick.
Yeah.
It's so sick it's vomiting.
So
it was
sick.
Amazing. But there is some great art and some really great action in the newest Star Wars. Jason Aaron is still doing an amazing job with this series, and I don't see me ever not buying Jason Aaron comics anymore,
ever.
That are Star Wars.
Yeah.
And there's some really good buddy moments. There you go. Yeah.
And I got Island Magazine, and then I got Wonder Woman, and that's all I got this week.
Yeah, it was a light week. It's a really light week. That's what I was bummed out about. Oh, also, are you worried about CM Punk fighting in MMA?
Worried?
Really?
I don't know if worried is the word I would use. Do I care? Meh. He's a wrestler.
Yeah, I know he's a wrestler, but he's gonna be in
It just makes me think that they're turning MMA into more of a theatrical thing than it actually is.
Yeah, but he's gonna get his ass kicked.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna get like I'm afraid.
That's not what it's about.
I'm afraid CM Punk is going to die.
No, he's not gonna die. He can still fight. And I'm sure he's been training. I'm sure he's been. You don't just walk into that like, oh fucking, I'm gonna fucking slay. He's been training.
I think
with
Ian's
very
down,
good
just
trainers.
like, what the fuck are you guys talking about right
Hot,
now?
sweaty dudes rolling around on the ground.
Ian
doesn't care. Still doesn't care.
Yeah, I think CM Punk is gonna get his ass kicked, dude. I'm worried.
Hopefully he's had some good training. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. Comments down below. What's the over/under on CM Punk surviving his UFC fight?
What did you read, Kirk? Did you read Wonder Woman yet? No?
Yeah, I am loving it. It's a year one story. I thought it was going to be like, but it's Greg Rucka, so I don't give a shit.
Greg Rucka, year one story. Perfect.
Yeah, and Greg Rucka is one of my favorite Wonder Woman writers. Him and Israello. They get the character, and they make it fun for me. Oh, let's see. What else? Well, I did pick up some issues. Hold on one second. Like I said, I didn't even do my regular video this week. I was just like, eh. I definitely think you guys, if you're looking for a really good Batman story, and the Tom King solo Batman series isn't doing it for you, I am really, really digging the Batman Detective Comics series. It's bi-weekly. It's by Tinian Four, Barros, Ferreira, and Lucas. The art has been consistent. The story has been great. On top of that, I'm really stoked about how it's kind of a. I know I've been talking about it a little bit for the last few weeks, but the Detective Comics Batman run is more of a team. It's a group comic. So you've got Batman, but he got Batwoman to put a team together. So it's Batwoman, Red Robin, Tim Drake, Stephanie Brown, the spoiler. It's also, I forget her name, Cassandra Cain. She's orphaned now in the comics. And Clayface, which is, believe it or not, Clayface has been a delight to read in the series.
A delight.
He has been.
Clayface, you're a delight.
Yeah, Clayface has just been like, you know what? This has actually been suiting me a lot more. He's not like the guy that you have to worry about. He's the one who genuinely wants to change. And there's been these really cool moments because, like I said, each character's been kind of like highlighted throughout the series, and they're all getting their own arc. But they're doing these great things where I'm trying. Hopefully, you guys can see this. Where it's first of all Stephanie and Tim, and this is a relationship I've been in love with ever since I started reading Batman comics in the 80s and 90s. Every point in the comic, the art changes a little bit when the character is having is really trying to make a point to the person they care about, which I thought was a really cool create. They do it again here with Batman. So it's dialogue, and then Jesus Christ, the art changes beautifully, really quickly for Batman making a point. And this happens throughout this issue, and I was genuinely in love with it. Also, they've really escalated Tim Drake as a character in the comics again because he was kind of a joke for a while when he was in his old costume, which sucked. It was true. And I'm trying to, like, they're basically made Tim Drake to be more like a supercomputer. Like, he's kind of a genius, and he also likes to show off a little bit. And I'm genuinely enjoying this series a little bit. It really does keep picking out, like, some of the favorite moments from Batman from, like, the last 20 years and putting it all in a really good and it's hard to explain, but it's been really good. Hellblazer, did you pick that up?
Nope.
No.
Have you been reading that?
No, it's the new issue. It's the Rebirth, starting over again.
Oh, it's a Rebirth story. Okay, no.
Yeah, it's a Rebirth story. Who's this by? It's by Oliver and Moritat, and I screw up this third name, so fuck that.
Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that. Dude, really dug it because Swamp Thing shows up.
I love Swamp Thing.
Part of the story.
What?
Which is cool.
Yep.
But at the same time, I feel like the writer really hasn't fucking figured out who John Constantine is yet.
Like as a character?
Yeah, and
Oh,
the art, the way Constantine keeps getting drawn throughout the issue is really inconsistent. Like hold on, let me give you a good example here, guys. Kind of want to show you like what I'm talking about. Okay, so we also have like Mike Allred, John Constantine, which is a little weird.
Really? That is a little weird for me.
And then 3 pages later, we've got Rough and Tumble Television, John Constantine.
Whoa, he looks good.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I
like
really like that.
Ian does, but so there's a lot of inconsistency in it, but at the same time, dude, if you're gonna throw Swamp Thing into a story, I'm gonna fucking buy it.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited. You have my attention. Like, should I be reading this? I mean, Swamp Thing, right? Or no?
I think you should check it out first before you make the money purchase on it. Does that make sense?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Okay. Like, you might want to go check it out first before.
I'll go check it out.
Also, Lake of Fire, new Image title.
Very, very good. I loved it.
Yes.
Ooh,
by the way, this thing was thick. By the way.
Yeah. It was, and it's not just on thick paper.
No. It's a $3.99 first issue. It's definitely what you expect from Image. If Image does have a first issue come out, you pretty much just go pick it up. It's like a medieval story. The dialogue is spot on. That's what I'm really digging about it. And it was a very slow burn to get to the reveal that you're not just reading a medieval story. Because, without giving too much away, giant fucking alien creatures in medieval times.
We love that.
Yes.
Oh.
Love that shit.
Yes.
Just so you know, guys, we fucking love that shit.
Yeah.
They paper girled you.
They paper girled the fuck out of us.
They did. Oh, yes, they did. I'm one of the big themes I'm seeing in comic books recently right now is that you're reading one story and then all of a sudden they flip the page on you and then you realize that it's not the story you originally thought you were reading. It's something else entirely.
CrossFit for your brain.
You know what, though? I love that. I love when they do that, though, because they did that with Snot Girl.
Yeah.
You read the entire issue, then you get to the last page, and you're like, "This is not what you thought it was." I love that, and they did it. They did it to us with Paper Girls.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it there too. So I'm definitely writing this one down.
Yeah, I definitely thought Brubaker did that with Kill or Be Killed.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah. Like it's like, oh, vigilante story. Nope. Wait, completely different story than we originally thought. So yeah, I love when writers are doing that right now, and I love when they genre mash because it really does create some really great stories and ideas. Oh, by the way, the chat's going crazy right now because I did mention Constantine and Swamp Thing in the same sentence. I don't know if you guys saw this week, some news came out that Doug Liman, who is one of my favorite directors, just ditched. He's not going to do the Gambit film, but he just signed on for the long gestating Justice League Dark movie. Apparently he's going to direct that.
I have no faith on DC films anymore.
I know. If they're smart, they'll do it completely like separate from what they're doing. Because it's like fucking the Justice League Dark was such a great series, and it's Zatanna, and it's Deadman, and it's Swamp Thing, and it's Shade the Changing Man, and it was Constantine. It was such a fucking good series. Bullshit. I want that series back.
You know, Kirk, I was thinking because I find myself thinking more and more about comic book films, and I'm like, I just wish they would test this. Like, just test it. Give it a chance. Since most of what's coming out right now, it's either shit or close to it.
Yeah.
Like, grab a good story, and then just do the comic book. Literally, just do it. Just try it. See if it works. You know what I mean? I just want them to at least try it so they can see that if you do that.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you on
Savanna, what do you think about that? Because I'm thinking, why can't they just try it with one film? You know?
Just do it like the comic.
Because I think that conveying I think it costs too much money
Really?
most of the time. Anybody who really wants to try hard to get certain things across the way that they want to get them across without slaughtering them, and maybe a lot of the time some of the writers won't sell the rights to their books, especially with the indie comics. They don't want it to get ruined. Like Chuck Palahniuk, he started a Kickstarter for one of his books that he wanted to do a movie for. That took him a really long time to do it so that he could do it his way, and he had to raise like a certain amount of money, and it was a lot of fucking money, and it's doing really good, and it's in production now, but that's a lot of the ways they want to do it. It's their book for a reason. It's creator controlled.
Right.
That's why they make their stuff. They don't want to see it ruined.
Which movie was that? Is Invisible Monsters?
I'm not sure. I will check my Twitter and get back to you on that.
Okay, cool.
I would love that information as well.
Yeah, sure.
Because if that's what it's doing, I want to see.
He did Fight Club 2, and that was really, really good. And that's a lot of, when I started following him for that, like more like online, I found all that stuff and started following it and backing it.
Okay.
And, just follow him on Twitter, Chuck Palahniuk. You'll find all the information there.
I like Palahniuk. Palahniuk, when I read him, like he's really hit or miss with me, and sometimes the story is beautiful in a disgusting way, and then sometimes it's disgusting because it was just shock value.
Yeah, he's very, very talented dude.
Yeah, he's amazing. And there's one more comic I wanted to talk about. I missed this a couple weeks ago. Aftershock. I keep talking about Aftershock comics, but this is Mark Waid. It was called Captain Kidd. And it's a really cool story, and it takes the concept of Shazam and then kind of flips it on its ear. So it's about a guy who is, I put him like early 50s, and he's got a bad knee, and he's a little pudgy, and he likes to hang out with his friends at the bar, and, he's got a bad back, and his eyesight is going. But whenever he turns on his powers, he turns back into, like, the perfect specimen 21-year-old superpowered superhero. So it's like a reverse Shazam thing. And I really am enjoying it because the art is kind of quirky in like an old way. It really reminded me of old like Bruce Timm stuff.
Ooh.
I really dug it. I really am into, they just kind of stuck with traditional panel layouts. So the comic is definitely like a throwback to traditional comic book stories. So it's got an eye towards golden age stuff, but the dialogue and the story is still very, very modern, current comic books. And then, speaking of Paper Girls, we get to this part where we get introduced to this new character, and they throw us for a giant loop, and now the story isn't necessarily what we thought it was in the first place. And he's discovering that there's other people just like him out there. I'm really into this. I missed it a couple weeks ago, and I'm really glad that there was and I guess it almost sold out because there was only one issue left, and one of the shops that I went to thought of me and kept it behind the counter for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm really into this. This is super cool. So go check out Captain Kidd, guys. I'm gonna be following, and it's written by Mark Waid. So
Aftershock, they published Animosity, right?
Yeah, they did Animosity. They also did Margaret Bennett. She also did Insects, which was like the sexy insect girls killing the treacherous husband and like using him to like birth a baby.
It was cool though.
Yeah, they also do another series.
Wait, what? Say that again. What's the title of that?
That one's called Insects. INSIXTS.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was you're like, sweet, let's do this.
Guys, like, you don't understand. This show is also, like, I'm taking notes of things I need to be picking up as well. Like,
yeah, I was like, yes, he's a good, he's
and Aftershock, I need to start trying them more often. They're
there's another comic
they're like crawling their way up.
Yeah, they're spending a lot of money on getting really great creators, but it's definitely creator owned. They also have a Brian Azzarello crime comic right out now called like American Gangster or something, and it's about like a war vet who was horribly disfigured and scarred in the war, but he's an asshole, and I'm loving it. Like the guy even knows he's an asshole, and he just doesn't even give a shit. It's fucking dude. All their stories have been really great right now. Yeah, so guys, go check out Aftershock. I want, especially if they're going to take some of our favorite comic book writers and give them a forum to write more original stories, like this fucking thing. Like I bet you he had this idea for like it's like Shazam but different, and was probably turned down by like so many publishers. So I'm glad that they're doing this. And someone else is one of the chat saying that even Warren Ellis has a Aftershock title coming up soon. So
That's awesome.
yes. Yeah, go, dude. Insects, you'll love it.
Okay, I know. But what you sold it with one sentence.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
I think I talked about it before, and you guys were like, "That's weird," but like now that I'm reading it and getting a better sense of what the comic is, I'm like, "Yup."
Okay, cool.
So yeah, was that comics for this week? Was that pretty much it?
I think so.
Light week.
All right. Light week. Savannah, you're not sewing again, are you?
What?
No, she's doing her taxes tonight.
Tonight it's taxes.
Yeah, I'm good. I was actually just reading the chat. You guys talk so much. It's awesome. I'm just like,
Isn't
it's
it
like
great?
scroll and scroll and scroll.
Aren't you guys?
And read them.
Aren't you guys glad that we taught Savannah how to use the chat?
I know. I don't like say anything until like I have an opinion, I guess, and then I'll be like, oh. But otherwise I'm just watching them talk.
We started to use the chat because we wanted to use it for the show, but now we're realizing that we really need the chat. So while the show's going, we're like, what's going on in the chat?
And then I think the way that, because sometimes they're not even talking about anything that we're talking about. It's like they're ignoring us because they're bored.
No, but that's great.
They'll be talking about something else. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, like right now they're talking about the Tick on Amazon, which is great.
Yeah, it's fucking great. All of those Amazon shows, like the Tick, I thought was like the best one.
Yeah, the Tick is so good right now. Which, by the way, before we get into the book time, let's say hello to who's in the chat. Literally everybody. Mike's here, Chip's here, Lenny's here, Venable Touch is here, Jonathan Ronan is here. He's also our moderator tonight. Lance is here. He's already been killing it with the puns to the point where, like, even the chat's like, all right, pretty good. Samurai Ox, we're already talking to you later. Sean's here tonight. Who else am I hitting here? Ragnarok's here. Sweet. Yeah, dude, you guys are here every Sunday. We're here every Sunday. I love this.
You're here. We're here. Let's party.
Let's do this. And then I want to see what Jonathan's setup is later. I guess he's got like 3 monitors going for the show tonight.
Oh, really?
Oh, and Michael showed up too. That's awesome.
Michael.
I'm glad Michael's here. He's been showing up the last few weeks. So, yeah, this is great. This chat's awesome.
This is great.
This is great.
This is great.
Why do you always make fun of like?
Because you're so like optimistic and enthusiastic. I'm like jealous of your optimism.
Yeah,
I'm
fucking
so
comics,
jealous.
bro.
Like, I wish I could be as happy and as excited about it as you are. And you're just like, this is so fucking cool. And I'm like, this is just
Dude,
so cool.
I get excited about the stupidest things. Like, can I?
Awesome.
Before we talk the comic book tonight, you guys want to just like I'm gonna tell you a story, and you're just gonna groan.
Grown.
I've been living a lie for 36 years. I thought I was born in one city, and it turns out I was born in another city. This literally happened this week. I was organizing important papers like the deed to my car, the permit to my gun, a couple like really important stuff.
Filing important documents.
What's that?
You're filing important documents.
I was doing important documents, and I could not find my Social Security card. Shit. So I had to go back to the Social Security office the day after. Fill out the paperwork to get the replacement card, give the guy my number. He's like, cool, I got to ask you some questions really quickly because it matched my ID. And he's like, mother's maiden name. I'm like, yes. And it's like, your dad's name. I'm like, fuck that guy. And then ask a couple more security questions. And then he gets to the end. He goes, by the way, what city were you born in? And I'm like, oh, shit, I forgot. Oh, Gardena. And the guy does one of these. He goes, and I went, what? No? He's like, no, not Gardena. You're close, though. I went, wait, I'm close? What city?
There's only like 18 cities that border Gardena, really?
Yeah. And he goes, I can understand why you might want to call like your mom and figure out what the real story is. So I'm literally texting my mother like, by the way, what the fuck? Then the next thing is he comes back with the paperwork, tells me the new card's going to come, and he goes, you might want to check the information over again really quickly before we send this out. He goes, and you might want to like look down the bottom of that paper and know where you're actually born. So for the last 36 years, I thought I was born in Gardena, I'm from Inglewood, bitches.
Inglewood. Hell yeah.
A fucking thug.
You are so hood.
Yes.
I know lots of nice people from Inglewood. What are you talking about, Kirk, you asshole?
And for the last 3 days...
We love Inglewood.
I love Inglewood.
I love Inglewood.
I was born in fucking Inglewood.
Hell yeah.
What?
He's like got instant hood grid. It's amazing. Wait, I'm from Inglewood? Hold on. Let me just brush it off my shoulder real quick.
Dude. And so
the best part is that just says made in Inglewood or whatever.
That's it. I'm gonna dude, I'm part of the Lakers Showtime.
You should get it on your butt cheek.
And so this was funny. I told you I get excited about this stupid shit. I texted my mom while the guy's getting all the paperwork. By the way, the guy is as white as me, so I'm giggling about this, and he's starting to giggle a little bit. I was like, hey, Mom, really quickly, it's me. I thought I was born in Gardena. Social Security says I was born in Inglewood. If that's true, I am way more thug than I originally thought. My mom texts back, hold on there, cowboy. We lived in Gardena. However, the hospital was in Inglewood. Hence, you were thug for all of 34 hours before you went home to the Asian gambling capital of Southern California, Gardena.
I love your mother.
So cute. Yeah.
I love her. So.
Which means I was so badass and thug when I was first born. They had to kick me out of Inglewood back to Gardena.
Kirk was a gangster for 34 hours.
Yeah. Fucking realize it, guys.
He's our leader.
Yeah.
He's just too legit.
So I'm essentially Luke Cage.
What? The fuck out of here.
I'm pretty much Luke Cage.
Fuck out of here.
I'm pretty much a hero for hire, cleaning up the streets, doing what I can.
You are a fucking nerdy bartender from the Valley. Stop it.
And the worst part is, people don't see past this.
I can't deal right now.
I am more than this. They need to look past this to see.
There's so much more to this.
You guys.
Can we talk about Underwater Welder?
Let's talk Underwater Welder.
We needed a laugh. We needed a laugh before we started to talk about Underwater Welder.
So, guys, yes, I get stupid, excited, and optimistic about the dumbest, smallest things in the face of the
Oh my god.
It was a good day.
Didn't have to use my AK. See, the joke is I'm really white. I am so white. I am Scottish and Irish.
Oh, fuck.
That's the joke.
Fuck.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk underwater. We're talking Underwater Welder tonight by Jeff Lemire. And who suggested this book?
Savannah.
Me?
Savannah, it's all your fault.
What do you mean? This book will change your life.
Yeah, I hate you.
It really did.
So much crying.
It's beautiful.
Yep. Why did you pick this book tonight, Savannah?
Because I think it is my favorite Jeff Lemire book.
Is it all because you like to see the sweet, sweet tears of your friends? Is that what it is?
I guess.
Yeah, Ian, how much did you cry tonight?
I cried so much. It really did hit me in a tender spot for sure. But
yeah,
I'll talk about that later. But
so I think all of us collectively have serious daddy issues.
Yeah.
Being different genders, like, it means a lot to us, but no daddy club right here.
No daddy club.
Yeah, no daddy club.
All of us. So this is a book about a man's relationship with his father and his wife and their future child and himself. And some really shitty things that happened, and
it could have been a Twilight Zone episode. I mean,
it's a mind fuck for sure. Like, you don't know what's happening until there's a twist, and then there's even another twist after that, and then you're just like, well, I thought this was happening, and then it takes you to like an eerie place.
Yeah.
Really, really, really well written, and the art is fucking sucks you right in.
It's perfect. It's perfect for the story.
So simple.
Jeff Lemire did the art, and it's his style, and he gets exactly what he wants said in exactly the right amount of words.
Yeah.
And lines. The lines in the eyes, and it's just maybe a couple of scribbles, but because those scribbles are a little bit heavier, it just stabs you one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking weird. but I love it.
We meet the main character is Jack, and we meet him, and he's 33, and there's this really cool repetition throughout the story that he keeps reminding you. His name is Jack, and he's 33. He's about the same age his father was before he disappeared. And you meet his wife Susie, who is literally ready to pop with baby. And really quickly, the story starts to set up that there are similarities between him and his father, who died on Halloween. 20 years ago?
1990.
1990. So there's a lot of, I don't want to say repetition, but you definitely start to see like the verses, like a song, in the comic, and it works perfectly. And he
oh
lives
my
in this
god,
world.
the song.
Oh yeah, the lyrics that
Yeah.
and he's starting to realize that there's maybe he's got an idea of who his father is that is not right. That everyone else really saw the truth of who his father was, and he only saw who he wanted his dad to be through his like 13-year-old eyes.
And so much of this book is just panels of leading you down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Like, huge chunks of it. You just flip pages and it's just storyboard over and over and over again.
Yes.
There are so many techniques used in this book that are just so beautiful, and it really helps you take everything that's going. It forces you to take everything that's going on in, such as what you just mentioned, and also how he will split up the big picture into like 6 different panels, and it forces you to look at everything.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're
See,
pointing
like
that out.
right there at the bottom of this page, right? Yeah.
Right. This is the first time he does it. And
it forces you to literally look at everything.
Yep. And it's great because he uses 6 panels that all come together to make one giant picture, but the panels break it up to force you to really experience the one moment that's happening. Like you really, like Ian is saying, it demands your attention.
And then it'll do like this.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh fuck. So rad.
Pretty.
It's a beautiful book.
And they're like you know, like you were saying, like there's some really haunting images in this, and it's simple, but it hits you hard. Hits you so hard.
Because it's so relatable, and so it's told from such a real and humble place that you would not. There's nothing flashy about it at all. Nothing. Like it's just it's a book of like pure emotion. There's not even any color in the book, and you don't need it.
Now, did you guys? This is again just because Lemire is legitimately one of my favorite writers, and I really have to thank Savanna for that, because I just started to discover Lemire, and she just started throwing at me all the fucking books and titles that he's done. The arguments that sometimes he gets in with his wife, or the conversations that he has with his mom. Were they almost so pitch perfect that it was uncomfortable, because they seem really, that's a real conversation that you've had.
Especially the mom, man. Like, how is that relationship for fucking everybody, especially for men? Like, I can't. This book is very much from a dude's point of view, so I would take it very differently than another, like a male would, just because that's what this book is. Still fucking radical, but.
Ian, what else about this book? Like, because I'm really curious.
You know, what you guys just talked about too, about, you know, about how real it is. Like, it really has given me a greater understanding, and it has given me like a newfound compassion for people in that situation, because it dealt with the dad's alcoholism, for example. Yeah. And how some families, or certain members of certain families are just in this loop, you know, in this like never-ending cycle of alcoholism, and it kind of made me understand why that would happen. You know what I mean? Kind of like the father was a drunk, so the son is a drunk, so then the son of the son is a drunk, that type of stuff. So it's like, it gave me greater understanding, it gave me compassion for those types of people, it gave me ways to kind of help them if I ever run into an individual like that later in my life. Also, that relationship with the mom, you know, like that mom did not give two fucks. Like she was so punk rock. I love the moment where he's like, "Oh, I'm actually here for this other reason," and she's like, "Wow, you can't even be bothered to come see your mom just to say hello." And I was like, it made me want to call my mom, well, not my biological mom, but like this idealistic mom I have in my head.
Right.
It's like I just want to call someone and be like, "Can I come over?" And that relationship with his wife too, like
well, I mean, and like that feels so real too, you know, like her argument.
He felt for the wife.
Yeah, well, she has this argument of him not being there and her having to do everything, and he's got his argument, like, and he's saying that over and over to her, that he's having problems right now and he needs to go deal with them. And she doesn't care about his problems. She only cares about the reality of their lives, not his mental health and the fact
and that is such a real problem.
And it is, and because she's so it's about two people trying to force their own problems on each other and still make it work and still be selfless and not be selfish, but still love is selfish. So it's really hard to see that type of relationship because I see it so much in real life.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, especially this one conversation when Susie, his wife, is being so understanding for the first part of the book, like.
Yeah.
You know, Halloween sucks. I understand that you miss your father. This is really scary. I really need you here for the baby. And he's constantly, I mean, he's only coming to grips with the fact that he's always, not always, but like when life gets hard, he's kind of running away and wants to be alone.
But he's always running to that same thing. There was a big tragedy that surrounded what happened with his dad, and this whole book is kind of about him running back to that scene, and the flashbacks in this book are flashing back to that weekend, that night, and that next day, and they show you how he died over the span of the book, and it really fucking it breaks your heart a little, then it breaks your heart a little more, and then it just like rips your heart out of your chest at the end, and it's fucking super hard.
And then there's this other part where like finally Susie, because she's about ready to pop with a kid, like flips on him, like, fuck this. If you're not going to be around, I've got this. And I totally recognize that motherly instinct where it's like, if you're not here, I got to take care of this kid, so piss off. And it was like, that was something like a conversation my mother had with me years ago. And she was like, the second you were born, it was like, I was going to claw anybody's eyes out that was going to like threaten your safety.
Yeah.
And it was like, that. Just watching that switch in the character actually made a lot of sense to me. It felt really natural.
You can literally read this book and say, okay, I've experienced that, or I know somebody who has gone through that, you know?
You know what that feels like. He portrays what he wants you to feel. He finds a way to make what you're feeling happen in this book. I swear to fucking God. It's the weirdest story when it comes to, like... It's
incredibly haunting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, this whole thing right here was riveting, and it doesn't look like it's so hard to try to convey this through, you know, our little podcast, you know, YouTube thing. But it's these panels and this discussion that they're having is almost cathartic, even though it's really hard to read and get through. And then when it finally gets to the end here, again, he does that same trick with breaking up this one moment, this one really crucial moment.
Because he wants you to take that scene in. He wants you to feel the anger and the emotions that these two characters are fucking going through, you know?
Yes. Ugh.
So good. Get out of here, Jeff Lemire.
Get out of here, Jeff Lemire. Oh, God almighty. I was floored by this. And I know we're talking about like the very human, like real element of this thing, but it goes there with like a Twilight Zone twist to it.
Yeah.
It has a few twists.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. It's not just like the parts that we're talking about are just like the emotional, like, fuck yeah, parts that we look for in certain books. Like, punched in the gut.
And the book does. Don't give too much away because I really genuinely think this is one of those books that we're like, you need to go pick this up. What was I going to say here? Let me find a better
hardcover is new, and it's $30.
Yes.
And it's
the hardcover came out?
Yeah, this is the one that I have is the hardcover. And it has some extra art in the back.
God damn it, I picked up the Medi-Cal.
Yeah. Is that what we're calling it now? Fuck you guys.
Well, Savanna is the rich people side, and we are the Medi-Cal.
sometimes I splurge. Sometimes I go see I get the hardcover, but
I won't give my hardcovers away.
My softcover was $20. There is a moment, like, the story does take this weird dark turn where he finds himself in the same little city, but now everyone's gone.
Yeah.
He's the only one in the town, and like time is moving and not making any sense, and he's kind of revisiting his father, but it's not real moments, and he's very aware of the fact that he's not living a real moment with his dad, and he keeps reverting back and forth between like his current age and like back when he was a kid. So that is another, I think Ian said, it's like haunting. Like that moment was really.
It's almost like he's stuck in limbo, kind of like, and he spends like an unknown amount of time figuring out. He goes there to figure out what he needs to figure out to wake up,
Yes.
And then he has this orgasmic moment where he like wakes up and he's like, I gotta go get my fucking wife right now, And I'm like, go, dude.
I'm a big fan. Some people don't not like this, but whenever you're doing like a sci-fi story or like a Twilight Zone story or something that's like suddenly everything's kind of out of the ordinary, and the main character, the protagonist, has to figure out how to get out of the situation. It always hits me hard, really in the heart, when you realize it's up to the character to make the decision and make the choices. It wasn't like some grand scheme or puzzle or conspiracy, and he had to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like I love when the choice is up to the main character, and it makes the journey that the story tells, taking you through the character's journey, where he gets to that point, so much more satisfying.
And isn't that life though? Like, you can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. So it's up to the person to get themselves out of the place they're in, and that is what this story like shows you.
Yeah.
It's his journey of what he needs to do to get himself out of the situation he's in.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's in the brink of losing his family. He's in the brink of losing his wife and his newborn.
Yeah. Like I said, there's some really. I gotta show some more of this stuff off. Like, you take everything that we're talking about tonight and then look at art like this, moments like this in the story. It all fits together so well. It's perfect. You wouldn't think it is, but oh my god. I loved this book. Savanna, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. I mean,
you're welcome.
It definitely made me like relive some of my childhood. I mean, I don't know what your guys' situation was with your father, but I definitely had a fuck-up father who would only show up once in a while, and there were times where he would never show up at all. And like, this book definitely brought those like feelings back up of like disappointment and sadness, and I was like crying, and I'm like, I get you, like.
Yeah.
That father, fuck-up fathers.
Yeah, and that was something I definitely grew up with. It was like, my dad had the really awesome idea that if he couldn't get it right the first time, he was just gonna like try it again with other people.
Mine's the same thing.
Like in Fight Club when they're.
I have like a ton of siblings.
Yeah, dude. When like in Fight Club when Tyler Durden and the narrator are having that conversation in the bathroom, and it's like they're talking about their dad, and I don't want to give away Fight Club, guys, watch it, but he's like, yeah, he just kind of kept setting up franchises everywhere, like trying to get it right. I'm like,
yeah,
there's a lot of this in here. Yeah. So let's hear it for daddy issues, guys.
Woo!
Yay!
Yay!
Also, thanks, Ian and Savanna, my best comic book buddy friends, for making me cry 2 weeks in a row.
Oh my god.
Sorry,
can we not
do next week?
If we do the sculptor next week, I might as well just kill myself. Like, I don't think I can take another week.
No, let's not do another stuff.
No. We're gonna do we're doing She-Hulk next week.
Oh, okay, we're doing something fun. Cool.
Yeah, we're gonna do She-Hulk next week.
Okay.
But then we're gonna do the sculptor. Oh, and you're all gonna cry, bitches. Gonna have to happen.
What does did anybody in the chat read it? What did they think? Did it get to them? Did they have Fuck Up Fathers too?
They probably didn't even read it, those assholes.
No.
Wait, no, one person did. I know somebody tweeted about it.
Yeah, someone was like, good call tonight. What else? Okay, so a lot of the chat's trying to, because I know the chat talks to each other, and they figure out more information and fill in stuff that we don't talk about here. So Jeff Lemire, stuff that he's done, Sweet Tooth, that he did the art by himself. Savannah was talking about this earlier. Trillium.
Lost Dogs.
Lost Dogs. He was also the writer of Plutona. We love that.
Yeah. We love Plutona.
He's writing Extraordinary X-Men right now. He's done lots of things. He did Jeff Lemire. Is he doing Descender right now too?
Descender's so. Jeff Lemire.
And Justin Nguyen, yeah. Justin Nguyen. He's a very, very good writer.
he's pretty much the best right now.
Him and Jason Aaron are like Jason Aaron and Remender are like my numbers 1, 2, and 3.
God, did you see the previews for that new Remender comic coming out?
Oh my gosh, yes. So ready. I'm so ready.
This is it. This is fucking it.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
I don't know how to rate this thing.
You can't.
Underwater Welder, this is my 10 out of 10. This is my very favorite Jeff Lemire book. I really love that's like a very close with Trillium because I love Trillium, but Underwater Welder is my favorite.
Wow, that's
Yep.
I can see that.
Kirk, would you agree that there's definitely like unrateable books that are just like in this holy like sacred treasure? Like you have The Sculptor, you have Day Tripper, you have like Underwater Welder, like those books that are just like life lessons.
Blankets.
And,
Lost at Sea. Yeah.
Oh, Lost at Sea. Damn it. Yes. Yeah, those are books. I couldn't rate a book like that. Like, I mean, The Sculptor, if you were telling me, like, 10 out of 10, I'm like, dude, it doesn't even do that justice.
It's a 14, you asshole. Sorry.
Some books just go to 11, guys.
My bad word of the night.
Yeah, some books just go to 11. What can I say?
Turn it all the way up.
So I really want you guys to go check this out.
Oh, please,
I'm really glad
it's such a quick read. I read it literally maybe because I was excited, but I read it in an hour and a half, maybe an hour.
Yeah, it's a quick read.
I think I read it in an hour. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, see, I still gotta show off like how we put some of these pieces together. Like there's Jack the idiot running off again, and that's his wife like going into freaking labor. Fuck this book. I love it.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And by the way, so is Jeff Lemire? There's a picture at the end of the book. Is that Jeff Lemire?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's hot.
Okay, so forget the book for a second. Ian, how would you rate Jeff Lemire hotness?
Oh my God, do me now. Like 10 out of 10.
Oh my God, yeah, he's really cute.
I'm glad you want to do this. He looks like the guy I want to go have a beer with.
I want to know his brain.
Yeah.
Me too.
And I don't even want to.
Me too.
I really want to show off the last panel, but I'm not going to do that. But I am.
Oh my God, there it is. Look at that.
I'm not showing off the last one. I can't do the last one.
No, but look at the one on the left. Like it's like staring. You know, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Staring right at you.
The pacing is almost perfect on this book.
Yeah, it's just perfect.
And I'm glad it's in black and white. I'm really glad it's in black and white. I'm glad this is not they didn't color it or anything like that.
I'm so glad you brought that up. We didn't even talk about that. The fact
by the way,
I didn't even notice that it was in black and white. I was just like, this is just great.
Yep. God.
And done by one dude. You have to realize what one dude can achieve if the passion and the love and the tenacity is there.
Yeah, I'm floored by how amazing this book is. And I love the themes. I'm glad that if you're not going to relate to it, like Ian was saying, if you're not going to relate to it, you're at least going to relate to somebody in your life who you recognize the story and these issues and a lot of these themes in them. So that's awesome. It's amazing how a book like this can kind of universally affect you in one way or the other.
Everybody either has a dad or doesn't, and you either have a good relationship with your dad or you don't.
Yeah, it's the whole idea. You have to get honest with yourself with some of your relationships.
Very.
Especially if you're getting honest about yourself, about who your father is. Fuck.
Luke.
Yeah. Yeah. Best book ever, ish, almost.
Almost the best book ever.
Mm.
I don't know. What is the best book ever?
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't know. Lock
Yeah,
and Key will always be my #1 forever.
Which one?
Lock and Key.
Lock and Key.
Yeah.
My #1.
I can see Lock and Key for Ian. I don't know
I mean,
if I
for me though, I'm just like, that book was just made for me, you know?
Yeah. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will.
Mine is either, yeah, anytime.
Yeah. Can I think about that?
Can I think about that?
You know what? That's a good thing for the comments down below tonight. And I really want to encourage.
What is the best book ever?
No.
Oh.
I want to do this, and let's not do it in the chat. Do it in the comments after the episode's done. What is the best book ever for you? Not best book ever, like not Batman Returns or Dark Knight Returns or Watchmen. Like, what book did you read that specifically spoke to you?
And don't say My Little Pony, you little fuckers.
Because someone already said My Little Pony.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
My all-time book is Trillionaire Kids, or whatever that awful title I read like years ago. Remember that? It was like Trillionaire something.
Yeah, I remember this. It was bad. It was really bad.
And I picked it up because of you, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It was
terrible.
I was so mad at you for like a long time.
It was because it was that bad. I was like,
I know. I could not believe it was that bad. And I was like, wow, it is bad. And then I was
so
like,
bad.
Get it away from me.
Millionaire President or something like that? I don't remember. It was so it's forgettable, but it would definitely ruin your week. So.
For sure.
I don't chat. I see you guys right now. I see it in the comments in the episode. I can't. Jerks.
My Little Pony.
I mean, I love you, but like the video and comment down below in the comments. Freaking want to get rid of the chat right now. You guys are awesome.
You little shits.
So, anyways, I think that's it. I think that's Underwater Welder tonight.
With the Crow. Underwater Welder.
I did see someone say The Crow. The Crow is amazing.
Mike Ortiz, yeah, The Crow is amazing.
Yeah, that one's right here.
Makes me want to be sad.
I like being sad. It's okay.
I love being sad.
You said I'm optimistic about really dumb shit. Sometimes I'm really happy about being sad.
What, Ian?
So would you ever be interested in maybe doing an episode on Ghosted? Because I feel like I know Kirk didn't pick it up, but you did, and I thought I was the only one reading Ghosted.
I love Ghosted. Kirk, why don't you pick up a trade of Ghosted and we'll do Ghosted? It's fun. It's a lot more lighthearted.
Okay, so how about this? We do She-Hulk next week. We'll do Ghosted the week after that. And then we do Sculptor.
Okay.
That's the next 3 weeks.
And Savanna, you have not read She-Hulk, correct?
No. Which one is it again?
I love it.
You're going to do the Charles Soule run.
Charles, who's doing the art?
I can't remember, but it's amazing.
Okay.
It's pop art.
Thomas? Swearsies?
Swearsies.
Okay.
Well, we do have to warn her that the art is going to be shocking, but you are going to get used to it. I promise you.
You know what I like. You know what I like. You'll know, and you'll know it if I don't like it, so we'll go with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude, I'm seeing, like, the guys want to talk. We'll talk Flex Mentallo. Fuck yes, Flex Mentallo.
Oh, yeah. We had a list.
We did the list, and now we're on the next list. The other thing is I do want to do a Flex Mentallo episode, but we want to do that closer to when the new Doom Patrol comes out.
I know, yeah. We're going to do a whole thing on Doom Patrol, and maybe we should do, like, a twofer and do Joe the Barbarian and Flex Mentallo.
That'd be really good. That'd be really good.
Just have, like, we'll wear our Grant Morrison t-shirts.
I'll channel Grant Morrison. He'd be cool with that, too. Like, if Grant Morrison, like, came into my body and did the episode, you guys would be cool with that, right?
I would feed you shrooms.
Yeah, there you go.
Talking about shrooms and stuff, at one point we should do Jodorowsky for sure.
Oh.
Like for sure. And that day, like we all need to get stoned, including
Yeah,
you.
we'll get really high. I mean,
He'll eat a brownie.
I know a brownie. I have friends.
I have friends.
Mm-hmm.
There's
I
no
live
way
in
we
the
can
valley.
do Jodorowsky sober.
Okay. I don't do anything sober.
Okay, so next week we're gonna do She-Hulk. The week after that we'll do Ghosted,
She-Hulk.
and then we'll do Sculptor after that.
Oh, and it's my birthday weekend.
Is it?
Wait,
Yeah, that's right.
when's your birthday, Savannah?
Like Wednesday or Tuesday? What's today? It's the 30th.
No, what's the date of your birthday?
It's the 30th.
The 30th? Okay.
Mhm. It's in 2 days.
Good
My
to know.
birthday is literally on the 7th.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
That's
You
why we're
guys
good
have
friends, because
birthdays
we're
right
both
next to each
Virgos.
other?
Yeah.
We should go to Vegas.
Oh, God, no. We should go to, like, somewhere cooler.
A comic shop.
I hate Las Vegas.
What?
I hate Las Vegas.
I
No,
just
I
want to
mean,
go to
like,
Vegas to go to the stripper shows.
we can go to, like, what? No, that's not fun. Oh,
It's not. That's like the only action I ever get, though.
oh my
From strippers?
God. Let's go. You guys.
Oh,
Just kidding.
dude.
Okay, so I will come
I'm
get
joking.
you.
I'm joking. I totally get laid all the time. Like 5 times a day.
Oh God.
I don't know if
Like 5 times a day.
Oh, someone also mentioned
Overcompensating
Automan.
gives you away, Ian.
I gotta make a list of this. I'll leave the chat up tonight, and I'll make a note of all the freaking books everyone keeps recommending. Sorry, keep going. Vegas.
Oh no! Stop
No,
us, please now.
Dude, I'm not a Vegas guy. I don't like strip clubs. I'm already a bartender, so I'm around alcohol way too much.
I like the shows.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, Vegas doesn't really. I don't gamble.
Yeah.
I
like where I live, honestly.
Yeah.
I love LA.
I'm weird about that. LA's like, I get to go to Harry Potter.
It's my favorite place.
Yeah. Harry Potter is right next door to me, and Disneyland's like 45 minutes away from me, and I got the red line that takes me down to downtown LA, and it's just like, yeah, I don't.
So we can come get you, and you can come hang out with us for your birthday.
Well, the thing is that I don't know LA anymore. Like all of the places to hang out at are like closed.
But you have us now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
is the Geisha House still open?
That's not a fun place to go.
I liked it there.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
I know fun places to go, but I'm not gonna give them away on the internet because I don't want stalkers stalking me.
Oh yes, that's right. We'll talk about that later then.
No, yeah, we'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about places we can go later.
Yeah, I don't go places where other people go. Come on.
Anyways, is that it? Are we pretty much wrapping this thing up?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Our schedules are changing a little bit because Savannah has to get up earlier.
And Kirk has a yob.
And I have a yob, and I'm looking for other yobs, and I go to another. I'm going to check out another yob tomorrow. I got some good stuff happening. I'm really excited. But other than that, what else do I need to? Oh, guys, by the way, Samurai Ox, who is our moderator, one of our moderators, he's been doing something really fucking cool, and I need to show this out. There's 2 things we got to talk about Ox really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
One, he's been doing timestamps down below after the episode gets archived, so that you can actually bounce to what comics we talk about and avoid spoilers or like hit different parts of the episode, which is amazing. Someone needs to teach me that. Also,
I don't even know how to do that.
Yeah, right. And then also, the Guillermo del Toro exhibit at LACMA. That's awesome, actually. I'm gonna go back to it. And then what else do we do? And Ian needs to send the Traveling Saga to Savannah now.
I know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine because I'm gonna go put your Saga figures in the mail tomorrow.
Okay. I need to literally arrange a ride for tomorrow to go to the post office.
Okay. So that's gonna happen too. But I really want to give a huge shout out to Ox for fucking. That's awesome. I love that you're doing that, and it makes it so much easier for a lot of people to kind of like navigate the episodes.
And Ox, I'm gonna put something else in there just for you because I'm taking a long ass time now, and the fact that I don't have a car is not an excuse. But I'm gonna put a little extra something, and I promise I'll try to do it tomorrow. I'll just need to arrange a ride.
It's gonna be a lock of his hair.
Because
I'm putting something in there too. I'm putting.
Okay,
Oh.
cool. Okay, cool.
I can't
All
wait.
right.
I'm so excited to get it. I'm like,
No, we need to do that. And then what else? Oh, let's go everybody. Guys, I didn't do a video this week because it was such a light week for comics. I'll do another one next week.
Hopefully next week
Also,
will be better.
we haven't done a bleed yet because we've all been stupid busy with the website. But go check me out at Kirk Likes Stuff on Twitter. Miss Savanna, tell everyone where they can find you.
Galactus Hungers on the gram, and Hydro_hunting on Twitter, Galactus-Hungers on Tumblr. Again, with the bleed, make sure you follow Force Girls, and just do cool shit, people. That's
Do
all.
cool shit. And then Ian, pimp out you and your website and your stuff.
Okay. You can find me at Ian Alexander on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and YouTube. And you can find me at extraordinarygossip.com, where I do kind of like TMZ meets the comic book world inspired articles. So it's not necessarily spoiler, but I'll just grab onto one detail, like say for example, once somebody gets arrested, and then I'll make this a big story out of it that will make you want to read what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And if you do read it, leave comments.
Yeah, leave comments, stop liking and stuff.
Yeah, we kind of go crazy because we love the comment section.
We have the liking good. The liking is going great on my side, but let's leave comments now.
Leave. So, like the video. Thank you so much, guys, by the way. Please subscribe, because the truth is that we really are going to start growing this thing, and I want to do that. And what else? Like, subscribe. The call to actions.
A tree.
What's that?
Growing. We're going to grow.
Grow like a tree, or a fungus, or a disease.
Like a weed.
Yeah. And then what else? I'm forgetting something. Oh, comments down below. Your personal, like, what books, not your favorite book, what's the best book? What book did you read that specifically spoke to you? That's important. That's really important to me. I want to know those. Alrighty, guys? Is that
Bye,
it?
friends. See you later. Thanks for hanging out.
By the way,
with us
watching the
on
chat,
Sunday.
like, trade off, like, Twitter handles and, like, connect tonight. Like, I love you. That was awesome.
Be friends. Love each other. Spend time with each other. Hold each other's hands. Whatever.
Maybe we'll even try to meet up at the Kamikaze happening in a couple months.
That's actually like the day before Halloween, so we're all gonna be wearing costumes and shit.
Sweet.
It's gonna be fun.
Ian, come to the Kamikaze and hang out with us.
Kamikaze!
Is that in LA or something?
It's like the loser convention. It's where all the like crappy kids go. It's really fun actually because nobody's.
I'm a crappy kid. I love it.
We love crappy kids. Love crappy conventions.
Do I need to buy
Kamikaze.
tickets and things?
Yeah, but it's like $25, but we'll probably get that for you when we order them.
Yep.
They're not expensive at all.
They're not, and they don't ever they don't sell it until like the 2 weeks before. It's October.
You get like posters and stuff. That's my like favorite place. It's like the Secret Santa for nerds.
Yep.
Like I like going to buy all my Christmas presents for my friends.
Yep. It's a Comic-Con, but it's also really
I can just get like prints and stuff and not pay for shipping, and Ruby gets all her like little nerdy stuff that she likes there, her junk and shit.
Heck yeah, I remember I ran into you guys last year and you had Ruby.
Yeah, that's right. And you saw that you were hunting down a lion catcher. I remember. And usually the Force Girls come and hang out there too sometimes.
Oh, that's right. I was totally stalking the Force Girls.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I appreciated that.
Freak.
What's Ruby gonna be for Halloween?
Probably Jessica Drew.
If I had a daughter, I would totally force my daughter to dress up like Chibi Moon from Sailor Moon.
I can't wait
I
to
would
do
be
that with
Sailor
her.
Moon with my
She's
hair.
only
I would
6.
totally
I have
bleach
all
it.
of these years. I'm gonna be Sailor Mars, and she can be Sailor freaking Moon because she's got the blonde thing, and we're just gonna fucking go crazy. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
She's only 6. I have so many years of fun with her. I'm ready.
That's ridiculous.
It's gonna be so ridiculous until she's a teenager. Over. I'm gonna be like, you wear this robot costume, or you're not going.
Mom, I don't want to be Voltron again this year. Put it on.
I hear it.
Yeah, you should come. It's a fun con, dude. And it's like 3 days.
I'm probably Valley, and you can ride with me.
Yeah. It'll be good.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Guys, we love you. It was a fun episode tonight. Guys, please go check out this book. Comments down below. Please like and subscribe. Harass me on Twitter, because I'm going to harass you. I'm coming for you one way or the other.
Only him. We don't
All right. Love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you later. Inglewood, out.
Inglewood.